Fox Hallow Fam. I'm Dave and welcome to Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. Today we're going to show you one of our favorite recipes here at Fox Hallow. I'm going to show you how to make eggplant parmesan. It's just basically a lasagna, but there's no pasta in it. It's made with breaded eggplant instead. So if you're ready, then let's have some fun. Okay, the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to cut up some eggplant. I have here 2 eggplants. We need about 2 pounds worth of eggplant. These are about 1.5 pounds each. I got 2 of them. And we're just going to cut the tops off here real quick. Okay. Eggplants are really spongy and they have a lot of moisture to them. And we're going to cut like 3/8 inch slices of eggplant. 1/4 inch is a little too small, 1/2 inch is a little too big, so we'll go with 3/8. And we're just going to cut pieces out.
Okay. What are you going to do after?
Once we get these done, we're going to salt them because we need to draw some of the moisture and bitterness out of them.
Okay.
And that'll take a little while, but that's the next step. Right now we're just cutting them up. We won't use all the eggplant. Like I said, we only need about 2 pounds of it, but we're going to cut it up here real nice into little circles.
Okay.
Okay. And we're just going to keep doing this. Alright, now that I got these all cut up, we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, so what we're going to do next with these eggplants is we're going to salt them really good on both sides.
And you said this is to draw out some of the moisture?
Yes, it draws out the moisture and some of the bitterness.
Okay.
And we're going to wash the salt off later, so don't worry about it, like the taste or anything. We're just going to set these in a single layer on a dish or as many plates as we can find, and just set them out there just like that.
Okay.
Okay, and then when I get done with these, we are going to let them rest for about an hour with the salt on, and that'll draw out a lot of moisture and bitterness from the eggplant fruit.
Okay.
Okay, while our eggplant is soaking in the salt, we're going to shred some mozzarella. I have about 1 pound of mozzarella here, and I'm just going to shred it myself. You can buy the pre-shredded cheese. Pre-shredded cheese, though, has an anti-clumping agent that makes it not quite as melty as shredding it yourself. So we're just going to do it ourselves. And we're just going to shred 1 pound of mozzarella and put it in a bowl until we're ready. Okay, now that my eggplant has sat for an hour and there's little puddles of water everywhere, we are going to rinse all the salt and water off in a colander under cold water, and then we're going to pat them individually dry.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay. Next thing is I have here 6 eggs, and I'm going to beat them together with 2 tablespoons of milk in a small bowl here. We're just going to beat them together until it's nice and smooth. And that ought about do it.
Okay, Dave, what do we got going on here?
Okay, the next step is we're going to bread our eggplant. Okay. So I'm going to take a piece, I'm going to dredge it in flour.
Okay.
Coat it in flour on both sides, best I can. Okay. And then we're going to dip it in the eggs.
Okay.
That I just put.
How many eggs did you use?
I used 6 eggs.
Okay.
Just as I showed. And then we're going to go into Italian seasoned breadcrumbs.
Ooh, that sounds yummy.
And we're going to dip this in there, make sure it's all covered. And then we're going to set these aside on our plate to wait until we're ready to fry them.
Okay.
And we're just going to keep doing this until we get them all done.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay. It's a little bit of a process. You may have to wash your hands every so often because of the egg, but
when it's all said and done, it's quite yummy.
Yes, they're very yummy.
All right, sounds great.
Just keep going with this. And a couple more here.
Yeah, you got a real nice good coating on these. So
I think these are going to be awesome when we bake them up, cook them up. You can bake these or fry them. We are going to fry them.
Okay.
have a pan full of oil here. It's about a ½ inch deep of oil in a pan that's about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to take some of these little medallions and throw them in there to let them fry. Just a couple at a time. We're going to do them in small batches. Do 4 or 5 at a time here. Just do them a couple minutes on each side until they're golden brown, and then we're going to dry them on paper towels. Okay, now that these are starting to turn golden brown on one side, I'm going to flip them over and do the other side real quick. Yeah, those are starting to turn golden brown, so they're good. Yes, absolutely. Do the other side. Then when these are done on the other side, that's nice. I'm going to take them out and dry them on paper towels and do another batch.
Oh, Dave, these look awesome. They're nice and golden brown.
Mm-hmm.
Look good and crispy. They're going to be awesome for eggplant parm.
They are going to be terrific. Okay, so now our eggplant is fried, and we're going to go ahead and make our casserole or our Parmesan. First, I'm going to take a little bit of red sauce and sprinkle it on the bottom here. I have coated the bottom of this pan with cooking spray. You can brush it with oil if you like. We're just going to make a layer of sauce in the bottom.
Now, Dave, for anybody who has not had eggplant before, what would you say is the taste?
It's sort of like a fried zucchini,
Okay.
almost like a zucchini plank. I sometimes want to call these zucchini, but that's not what they are. We are going to very carefully take about half of the eggplant
Okay.
that we just fried up, and we are going to put it on the bottom here. We're going to put a layer on the bottom.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like you're layering it here.
Mm-hmm. A nice layer on the bottom. There's about half of it.
Yeah, it looks amazing, and the smell is
Smells great in here, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's very aromatic.
Okay. I think that's about all we got here. We're gonna.
Yeah, I think that's why little Miss Floof has joined us.
Oh yeah, she did come out earlier.
Yes. For those of you at home, little Miss Floof is our one spokes hamster here at Fox Hallow Kitchen.
And we are going to put more sauce on top of this.
Okay. Yeah, it looks really good, Dave.
Spread it out with a spoon here. I think I'm needing a little more sauce there.
Yeah, you want to make sure you have everything coated with the...
Yep.
Just, I would say not too much.
Mm-hmm.
As the saying goes, a little goes a long way.
Yes. I think that's going to be good right there.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that our eggplant is nice and coated with the sauce. Let it go down into the sides. Okay. Then we're going to take the good part, half of our mozzarella cheese,
Okay.
and sprinkle it over the top of this.
Now remind people at home why we always shred our own cheese.
Again, it's because the stuff that you get in the bag that's pre-shredded has an anti-clumping agent, which makes it not as melty.
Okay.
Okay. So we got about half of our cheese on here.
Okay.
And then we're going to put about 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan, grated Parmesan in addition to that. Can't have eggplant Parmesan without Parmesan cheese.
Well, yeah, of course.
So we're going to make about 1/3 of a cup.
It'd be definitely blasphemy if we didn't.
And then we're going to put more eggplant.
Okay. Are you going to build it the same way that you did the base layer?
Yes, we're going to build it the same exact way.
Okay.
We're just going to put some here.
So you're almost making a casserole with
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
It's a casserole made with eggplant and cheese and red sauce. And it's really yummy.
Yes, it looks amazing, Dave.
Okay, I got one last piece here. I'm just going to throw it somewhere.
Or I was going to say you could just give it to me, but...
Well, we could. Let's save it and we'll eat it. Because we're good here. So then we're going to take more sauce.
And do the same thing?
The same thing that we did before. We're going to pour some sauce on top of this eggplant. It takes about 2 quarts of sauce to do this whole thing. To get it really nice. And that's what we used. We used 2 jars.
Okay.
So then we're going to smear this out a little bit.
Yeah, you can definitely smell the eggplant already.
Mm-hmm.
And it smells
delicious.
Yes.
Okay, that is pretty good. And we're going to top it with the rest of our cheeses. Can't believe how good this smells already, and I haven't even baked it. So we're going to throw this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes or so until the cheese is melty on top and it's starting to brown a little bit and it's bubbly. The eggplant itself is already cooked. We cooked it when we fried it. So really we're just getting this heated a whole way through is all we're trying to do.
Now is it bubbly or bubbly?
It's bubbly.
Okay.
And get this Parmesan broken up here. And that is it. We're going to throw this in the oven.
Yeah, it looks great, Dave.
Mm-hmm. And now for the best part of all, the taste test. We'll get a little bit on a fork here. Try to get some of that eggplant on our fork. Oh, that is delicious. It's so cheesy. You guys are going to love it. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you all for joining us and encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, good times and good food on Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. We'll see y'all soon.
If you like this video or any of our other videos,
Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.